trick ain't a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best. They a bunch of stands. Know I'm highly favored cause these fists got me out many jams. They say fight the power, but I got power to fight now. Know we gon' be barking at the way and tell them pipe down. Jab, right hook, uppercut, you see the light now. Now the crowd begging for the KO like right now. Never took an L with my chin up. Fold them like a sit-up. Trainer going pops, Craig, get up. Never took an L with my chin up. Fold them like a sit-up. This trainer going pops, Craig, get up. Welcome to the Bout and Hip Podcast. Everything stays in the square circle. Just gonna be me and Tez today. But man, we got some stuff to talk about, don't we? Before we
yes, sir.
Had to get some water, man. But before we start, give a big shout out to what'd you say?
Is that fan too loud?
No, you good.
All right.
Nope, you good. I don't even hear it. Nope, right. I don't even hear it. Yeah, so the Perez brothers, man, they had a good weekend. So Angel ended up getting a draw and Antonio ended up winning. So I don't know if Angel probably gonna get that rematch or not, but good job from both of them. From what it looks like, they did enough to get attention. So they may be on Dazzling again. they might be on the zone again.
Okay.
But yeah, man, let's we got the good news and the bad news. So we're gonna start with the good news. You always gotta start with the good news first, right? Just to see how good it is, to see if the bad is really gonna be as bad as it is. So let's start off with our boy Abdullah, man, Abdullah Mason. So I mean, you gotta share the bad news, right? To know why this fight card changed to this, right?
Yeah.
So, man, if everybody don't know, Keshawn Davis, man, he weighed in at 139 pounds. And did you see the weigh-ins too, man? You see how not like, bro, you know you didn't make weight. You on the scale doing this and bro know he didn't make weight. Did you see Bomac's face?
No, I didn't see Bomac's face.
Bomac acting stupid. He like, damn. Like, bro, you know he didn't make weight, bro. Why y'all acting like that, man? Yeah. So that tells me if he came in at 139 during the weigh-ins, the day before that press conference, he's probably like in the 40s. So yeah, so by him doing that, Edwin, of course, he came in at 134 point, so he made weight, but they had to negotiate by Keshawn being 4 pounds up. They had to decide what they was gonna do. Edwin's team decided like we ain't gonna do the fight, which is smart, man, because like he probably would have blew up, like he probably would have rehydrated like at 160.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
And Edwin coming off a 2-year layoff, he drained himself, so it makes perfectly good sense. Top Rank did the right thing too. Top Rank gave him his full payment, and then everything switched because man, we had Keshawn and Abdullah trash talking during the he did all that just to blow the bad, but we gonna
cook on that later.
You said, huh?
We gonna cook on that in a minute
for sure. So the car had to change up. We gonna talk about that Kelvin Davis one too, dog. Dog. Matter of fact, since that is the call, man, we'll talk about that. Kelvin Davis versus Nair Albright, bro. I'm gonna just say this, bro, man. He beat the sleeves off of Kelvin to me. It was bad, dog. Like he was running in the punches, everything.
He kept telling Davis, like, man, look, I thought I won the fight against your brother.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I barely lost to your brother. I'm about to do you dirty. I'm going to do you dirty. And he was talking crazy in the press conferences. And Keshawn was trying to talk for him.
Nope.
Yeah. I only think Keshawn and Kelvin really good for real. I mean, Keyshawn and Keon really good.
Oh, you said You said you don't think Kelvin and Keon really good?
No, Keon. I think Keon and Keshawn is good.
Yeah.
Kelvin, nah.
Kelvin is on that what's going on? Shout out to the Resilient Radio.
What's going on?
Got a shout out to Ted on the animated shorts.
Oh yeah, they gonna get better, man. They gonna get better.
Oh yeah, they already good. Yeah, man. He Kelvin at that peak too. He like 28 years old. He may want to figure out what he want to do, dog. Cause like what he at 140, and that's a hell of a division to be fighting in.
Yeah, man. I don't think he got it, man.
Yeah. I don't think so either, dog.
His defense was terrible.
Yeah. You know what made it bad? He was talking all week, like just running his mouth all week. He said he was gonna knock him out. He's like, bro, it was bad. Did you see at the end of the 12th round where like Albright turned around and like hit him with a left hook?
Man, honestly, I didn't watch the whole fight.
Oh man, it was a 12th round, a few seconds left. They clinched, but Albright kind of turned like this. So Keshawn was, and then when he turned all the way around, but he threw the left hook, and like Kelvin stumbled, his face stumbled on the ropes. I was like, it's over. And then when the judges had an even score
in his hometown, man.
Keyshawn's face. No, you should have saw Keshawn and Keon's face, man, when they brother lost, man.
But that home court advantage, man.
Yeah. We're gonna get back to this, everybody. We're gonna get back to because Kelvin Davis and Nair Albright, they not done. But let's get to Abdullah, man. Good performance by Abdullah Mason. I'm gonna let you cook on it.
Man, honestly, man, Abdullah really showed me he might be the next pay-per-view star for real.
Yeah.
He just looked sharp, man. He looked sharp. He boxed dude in the beginning. You know, it felt felt him out, figured out how he was gonna finish him, and man, he got the job done. Got the job done, man. Everybody know that this opponent fought Shakur, and Shakur basically ran a marathon around the ring. You know, he showed that, man, he gonna box you to figure you out, and then he gonna try to stop you.
Yep.
And that's what impressed me, man. He looked strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he always sharp. You know, that jab is critical to his whole game. It set up everything. Yeah, man, he looking like the one right now, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You know what people missed out on? I think people didn't mention this. Like I was looking on X and all the social media. What they didn't mention is Abdullah got hit a few times and he took it well.
Yeah.
Like he took a few because that guy that he fought, Nakathila, his strongest, they said his strongest shot is his right hand.
Yeah.
And he hit him with a few right hands, and it was like it's like he just ate it. You know what I'm saying? So I think we can get the chin thing out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you said, man, he looked good. It was a great performance. He kept his hands up. That's one he kept them up this time. Even when my man was hurt, he was just and he let his jab dictate everything. Yeah.
I mean, all that come with experience, man. That fight where he got knocked out, he just gained experience.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, all that come with experience, man. He young too. He real young. And I think if these dudes go fight him, they need to fight him now. Because
they better now. But I think at this point, do you think Abdullah deserves a title shot next? Since it's vacant now and he's number 2 at WBO. Yeah, I think him and the number 1, which is what's that guy's name? Damn, I was just looking at his highlights. He's a guy from the UK. That's number 1. I think they should probably fight on Bud's card. Because as you can see, Turkey don't have the card yet. But that might be another discussion, man.
Man, Shakur need to get on that card too.
Yeah. Shakur fight in July. He can get right back. He need to jump right back on. Devin need to jump right back on too after that fight Eden did.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, my takes from Abdullah, man, good deep. His power is there. His defense is there. Is really like it was another great performance. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like I couldn't pick nothing out. You know, you couldn't pick anything out really. You know,
he looking like the one, man.
Yeah,
he got everything.
He got everything, bro. Everything, and then to go from co-main to a main event, and just like that, you know. So it was a different. I know he, you know, it was some jitters there probably. So he did good handling that. Did you know that once the fight was off with Keshawn, did you know that they offered Abdullah Mason to fight Edwin?
Ooh.
But his pop said nah.
Yeah, he ain't nah.
His pops is smart for that. Like,
yeah, because you ain't prepared for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you need a whole count.
Yeah, you need a whole count to prepare for Edwin, man.
I don't know why they did that, because then you think like, all right, if he would have said who was gonna fight, you know, his opponent. But
man, that was probably gonna get his money and send him back to where
he's probably gonna be in the stands eating popcorn. So one thing about we didn't. What was your stoppage? Again, it was 8 rounds.
No, that was for Keshawn. Yeah,
that was for Keshawn, man. Yeah. Keshawn. But yeah, do you know why they stopped the Abdullah Mason fight? Well, my man said he couldn't see.
Yeah, I heard.
But who was that? Showbiz the adult mentioned that Abdullah like cut his eye right up in here to where like it was cut to the point like if Abdullah probably hit him again in that same spot, they said his eyelid would have fell off. But they said he had a deep cut. You know how it's up under here, but you can't see it? Yeah. They said it was a deep cut. And my man's was like, he couldn't see.
Yeah, stop.
So they stopped the fight. Yeah, that would have been crazy if he fought and his whole eyelid fell off.
That would have been legendary, man.
Yeah. But yeah, man, good job with Abdullah, man. You can't really. It's really. I mean, at this point, he just needs a title shot.
Yeah, and just more experience. When he want to get like them big money fights, just get more experience. Just keep. Yep. He already active. He the most active dude in boxing right now. So just keep staying active. They eventually gonna have to give him a title fight.
Yep.
There's no way around it because the people gonna start demanding it. You just gotta keep putting on shows, man. Then for him to get moved up to the main fight, and then he put on a performance.
Yeah,
that's the thing, man. He put on a great performance, and he showed he showed that he could be the main fight on any given weekend. So,
yep.
Yeah, man, this looked great for him, man. This is like the great look for him.
It was on ESPN too.
Yeah.
Then it probably got a lot of viewership on ESPN. Watch it, people. People at the bar just watching the fight. So he got a lot of eyes on them. Oh yeah. So speaking of 135, we got the WBO title that's vacant. Lomachenko retired, my dog. About time.
Man, let the sport progress, man.
Lomo retired. Duck tank, but he duck tank for sure. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm glad. I'm just glad he made a decision.
Everybody got this thing where they say Tank ducked him.
Yeah.
So it's up and down with that, man. Everybody feel like when Tank was younger and Lomachenko was asking for the fight, he should have fought him then. I still think Tank would have beat him, but
yeah, I think so.
It is.
I think it would have been challenging because Loma got good footwork, but he would have been up out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you got Raymond Matrella. He's the champ now.
Oh, they emailed it to somebody.
Yeah, they emailed it to Raymond Matrella. You know who that is?
No.
I'm gonna do his boss rep, man. Look, so he was on the last fight with on Top Rank, man. But I'm gonna be real, his fight was so boring, bro. I fell asleep. Like I fell asleep.
So he went top rank.
Huh?
He went top rank.
Yeah, he went Top Rank. I'm about to show you now. Let's share this screen. Yep, here we go. So this is our guy right here, man. Yep.
Okay.
23 wins, 17 KOs, 0 losses. Yep. Yep, that's the guy. Yeah, he fought. Yeah, so yeah. Oh yeah, he TKO'd Jeremiah, the same guy that Abdullah fought.
Yeah.
I think what round? Second round, guy. Got him about. So yeah, potentially, man. So we gonna see a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I need to know who this dude is. I need to watch some of his tape.
Yeah. He's a pretty decent fighter. Pretty decent. So you got Tank, Shakur, you got a vacant WBO, and you got Raymond Matrella. Shakur can't run now because it's either gonna be, I don't know what he gonna do, but it's either gonna be one of the three. You're gonna either have to fight Abdullah. You can fight. It could be different ways. He said he wanted to fight Tank. He can fight Raymond Matrella. He can unify. If Abdullah get this fight with the number one guy, he can get the winner of that.
I think Tank about to move up.
You think so?
You just saying T.O. signed with PBC?
Yeah.
You said that to the group. Yeah, you was the one that said that. That was hilarious to me, bro. That is hilarious, man.
It's either two things, or it's either two fighters. Because you said one. I'm trying to think of all the PBC fighters at 140. It's either going to be because T.O. still the champ at 140.
It's going to be T.O.
So it's either going to be T.O. Tank or T.O. and I said Gary Antoine.
He ain't going to fight him.
Gary Antoine going to destroy him.
Nah, Gary Antoine too big. He going to fight T.O.
Oh no! I was talking about T.O. fight Gary Antoine.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
So T.O. moved to PBC, but I'm trying to think of all the PBC fighters at 140. I can see Tank moving up to 140. And Gary Antoine, that's the only person I can really think.
Yeah, man. I think I'm starting to think Tank, Dougie, and Shakur, man.
Wow, man.
I'm starting, and I'm a Tank fan, man. I'm starting to think. And I'm not. Okay. I don't think it's because he's scared of him. I think it's because he don't want to chase Shakur around the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And they had interviews where they said it like, yeah, Shakur, he's not gonna be a good fight for the fans, and they want to put on a show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm starting to think Tank, Dougie, Shakur. I think he gonna move up and fight T.O.
I think you got a point, man.
And then fight Devin. If Devin don't. Yeah. If Devin don't lose in between, him fighting T.O.
You actually got a point because you got to look at. So Devin Ryan, I'm looking at Devin. Devin didn't fought Loma. He didn't fought Ryan. He didn't mess it up with at least two of his peers. I'm gonna be real. I'm a big Tank fan, but if he retires and don't fight none of the Devin anybody. I agree with you, my guy. Yeah.
Because Tank really don't have no career-defining fights.
Yeah.
I mean, Rolly and Barrios is a good win on his resume because of what they went and did after they fought him.
Yeah.
Ryan, I mean, I just don't see Ryan being like a legacy-defining fight. And that was one of his best on paper opponents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he need to fight. I mean,
yeah,
I hope he get the Shakur out the way and then go over and fight T. I really want to see him and T.O.
Yeah, I do. Because I wonder what his last. So, without going too far, Jake Paul did confirm him and Tank was talking about a fight, and I don't know how true that is, but like, why, bro?
That's terrible, man.
Weight difference is different. The weight is different. The height, everything is just different about that.
It's just terrible, man.
So I'm gonna call him a duck if he don't fight. If he retired and don't fight none of his peers. I mean, he fought Ryan, but I mean, that's not enough, bro. You've been in the game long enough. You should have been fought everybody by now. So,
and we know Keshawn moving up now. We know Keshawn moving up for sure now. So.
He gonna have to.
Yeah.
He gonna have to.
He took himself out the game. He don't even got the belt no more.
Yeah. Yep. So I gotta, before we go, you know what? No, it's just me and you. We at 20, but I want to ask you this question. How do you feel about these fighters? Do you feel like, because it was a discussion, somebody on the podcast on Bots Hype or Fight Hype,
right.
And the guy was saying it's not weight bullying if they can shrink down and make the weight and still be good at fight night. It's not weight bullying. Man, how do you feel? Do you feel like these fighters, man, they need to fight just like how Tank fight? You know, Tank fight at a weight class to where he don't drain himself. You know what I'm saying? Do you think fighters should do that, or you think that if they're able to cut the weight, then cut the weight? You know what I mean? So how you feel about that?
All right, this is what I'm gonna say. It is weight bullying for one. That's the one. Mm-hmm. Now, I think it's more impressive for like a Tank and like a Floyd. Like Floyd walked around at 147. He only had to lose like 8 to 10 pounds to make weight. Yeah. It's more impressive because of their skill set and what they doing at them weights. Mm-hmm. Now, when Keshawn move up to like 140, 147, we gonna see how good he is because them dudes big. Yeah, but nah, it's well within the rules. If you make weight, you make weight. Like unless you like Tank and you in a position where you could get people to sign a contract that say you gotta stick with this weight, like a what is it called, rehydration clause. If you in a position where you can put in a contract a rehydration clause, then so be it. But if somebody make the weight, they make the weight, man. It is what it is. That's how boxing been since the beginning of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. What you think the penalty? So they got penalties for people who miss weight. They got, of course, cancel the fight. Of course, you know, you may not get paid, or you know, you lose some of your purse. But I was thinking of this rule too, man. If somebody come in overweight, right, then say they like, I don't want to do the hour to drop the weight. I think that there should be a rehydration clause limit for them. So, like, all right, if you weighed in at 139, you post and the fight is at 135, you can't rehydrate no higher than 145.
They still gotta lose something for not making weight.
Well, yeah, of course you get some of your purse taken, but it's like if the person wants to, like, it's weird. It needs. I feel like it needs to be another rule, bro, because I feel like it's not enough.
That's all in negotiations. Like after he don't make weight, they teams go into negotiations. So
yeah,
he could have still fought and said like, "Oh, I need your whole purse, or I need part of your purse, or whatever they negotiate."
Yeah.
But he looked at the. I think. I think he looked at that Ryan and Devin situation. He's like, "Man, I'm not."
Yeah, they said his. They were saying that Edwin wanted to fight anyway, but they said his promoter and manager was like, "No," and that's smart. Like, I'm not about to have my guy go in here and get knocked out.
Yeah, of course he wanted to fight, man. He a fighter, but he probably like, I'm still gonna beat this dude. Like put me in the ring, but
he's gonna be a middleweight.
His team, like, man, you still can get your money and not fight, man. We gonna take this money and we gonna keep it pushing, man.
Yep, that's a good check to me.
The greatest check. Get money without working.
Yeah, but I do feel like I feel like Edwin should get a shot at the vacant title, though. just for his time being wasted. I know that's not fair to other people too. Maybe they can put him up in the ranking or something. You know what I mean? Put him up there. But I think that's kind of messed up that he had to, he went through all that 2-year layoff, still made weight, went to somebody's hometown. You know what I mean? Like,
was getting disrespected the whole time.
Yeah. And at first, man, I thought Keshawn was on some snack stuff, man, because like he was just raging the whole press conference. He was just like raging out, just lashing out. Like he pushed Edwin. He
touched the
talking
belt,
to Abdullah.
I would have pushed him too. Don't try to touch my belt, man. Come on.
It sound kind of snacky, man. I don't know. He probably was on that snack. Duh. Yeah, we had 26. We're gonna go.
I said you with this snack, man.
Man, I ain't letting it go, man. Look, ever since I saw that Victor Conti documentary on Netflix, and he straight up said like he can make somebody steroids and a juice undetectable. When he said that on his documentary out of his mouth, I was like, yeah, bro. That's exactly what Jamal said. It's a limit, and they get to about right there to where you can't detect it. If Pops is on here, that's how Crawford won against Spence.
Nah, man, Crawford beat the sleeves off her.
Yeah, man. But before we go to commercial break, man, we're gonna go to big shout out to Abdullah. Big shout out to Albright coming to somebody's hometown and whooping them, man. And he a singer, and he an R&B singer. We're gonna go to commercial break. We'll be back. When we be back, we're gonna tell y'all the drama, man, that happened outside.
Nothing in this world can stop sunshine.
And we back. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Another thing, news I wanted to add. Of course, we always tell you about the advertisement opportunities. Of course, with if you got a business or anything, or if you have if you're a music artist. But now we are also open for advertisement with Boss and Jim. So a little bit about Boss and Head Podcast. Of course we do, and you've seen if you've been tuning in, we do pro fighters and we do amateur fighters. Any gyms out here, because let's be honest, our amateur fighters, they don't get enough light. They don't get enough spotlight. And you got gyms, man, that they got great talent, man. So the advertisement opportunities is also for different gyms too. Email us at this email address. We'll send you a proposal so you can know exactly what our goal is, and we'll also send more information for you. And that's really one of our big goals too. We want to give amateur boxers a platform, so this will be real good for them to just to talk. If they're getting ready for Junior Olympics or any type of tournaments, Olympics, this can be their home to speak on that. So just want to let everybody know that. Make sure you spread this around, especially if you're in the Detroit area, especially if you're in Michigan and in Detroit. If you want your gym, man, we'll even come to the gym and host interviews and everything, just send us an email and we'll send you our proposal letter and we'll take it from there. Appreciate y'all for support. I'm gonna bring my guy back in. So we're gonna go back to that Albright fight. So this fight, you would think Kelvin Davis lost, Albright lost, and then that's it. But during the Abdullah Mason fight, so Albright's manager, he said it was Keyshawn, Keon, and of course Kelvin was there, and they said that Troy Isley was in there as well. You know, that's the other fighter that was on the card that's in the camp. He said they came in there. Now he says that he got jumped, but from what I'm hearing, it was like a headbutt. It was a scuffle, of course, and then of course they had another scuffle outside. But like in the middle of the Abdullah Mason, when they was done with their round, they had an interview with Albright. Man, look at his face. So I'm gonna tell y'all this: when he fought Kelvin, that red dot on his head was not there. So that must have came from the headbutt that he got from Keyshawn, and they had video. ESPN had it all on, not the actual when they went into the actual room, but it was outside where Keyshawn's people and Albright's people was there. It was some scuffling. Keyshawn had his kid out there in the stroller. It was just all crazy. You lost the bag. Bro just got the keys to the city, and then you do that. So, go ahead, Tess.
Yeah, I think. All right, for one, we already know why Kelvin was on that. He was embarrassed. He was super embarrassed.
Yeah,
I think Keon more laid back. He was probably just with his brothers. He's just backing up his brothers.
yeah.
But Keyshawn, man, I think Keyshawn was already embarrassed. Like you said, he lost the bag.
Yeah.
He cost his promoter millions of dollars. Bob Arrow lost. And Bob Arrow, now you got to get back on Bob good side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you fumbled the bag terribly. Yeah. I think he was embarrassed. He watched his brother lose. And you know, he let his emotions get the best of him.
Yep.
It happened to the best of us, man. But
It do.
When you a professional like that, like that's come on, man. Like y'all, like that just man. Keyshawn, that weekend was terrible for him. It messed up his image.
Yeah.
And the funny part is, Richardson Hitchens, he talking about, yeah, man. They PR people over there, man. They know what to do. They gonna get on ESPN talking about how they going through mental health and all this other stuff. I'm like, man.
Man, he need to be quiet. He need to be focused on Kambosos, bro, because I think it's gonna be an upset. But yeah, man, yeah. You really know what I think? I think this is what, because I'm thinking like when I first heard about it. But when I was marinating on it, I was like, what made them go in his room? So I'm thinking, what if they walked past somebody who said this? Mace said this on the podcast. When him and Cam was talking about it. And he had a point. What if Keyshawn and them passed by his locker room or where he was at and he was just talking crazy? Like, I would thought, what if he was in there just talking crazy and they just went in there? But like you said, it's unprofessional, man. You like, especially after he fought, he just had a fight. Like, y'all doing extra on him, it could have been tragic. It could have been something overnight. It could have been he could have had overnight trauma over this. But yeah, man, take your L like a man. Like, they just on high emotions. And I think Keyshawn just needed somebody to take out his anger on, really.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was upset about the whole weekend, about missing weight and all that. And I think he just needed something to go out. Keon just gonna follow behind his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And they already looked pissed when Kelvin was getting whooped. So the look they had on their face, they was already on that time. And then even Albright, even at the hotel, they had to escort him out the hotel when he went back to his hotel. He had a video like the cops had to he had to leave the city. So it's crazy, but Calvin had it should have been Keshawn, but Calvin came out with something, and he says on the behalf of DB3. So if everybody don't know, DB3 is just the three brothers you see here: Keshawn, Keon, and Kelvin. And by the way, Kelvin is the one on the. If you looking at your screen, Kelvin is the one with the mustache and the goatee that's on the far end. Not Keshawn, that's Kelvin. That's on the far left. You got Keshawn in the middle, and then you got Keon at the far right with the 2019 that's tatted on them. If you see that, but this is what Kelvin said. Kelvin, that's on the left. He said, on the behalf of DB3, we apologize for conducting ourselves in that way. Tensions was high and emotions got the best of us. We will be back and better and more professional. It's ups and downs with this, and we're going to take what comes with it. With that being said, we didn't jump. Jesus, these boxers do. Didn't with two D's, didn't with 3 D's, didn't jump nobody, but keep believing the media. That's twisting narratives. Part of the game. We will grow. We will regroup, but it will be for us and not our people. Shout out to the MF Juice Man. By the way, they call Keon the Juice Man. And Kelvin also at the bottom says, sorry to all the kids that look up to us. We shall set better examples. I feel like that should have been Keshawn, but Keshawn felt like in the beginning anyway, Keshawn felt like he didn't owe explanation for missing weight, and he felt like he didn't owe the city of Norfolk an apology. But I feel like that should have been from Keshawn. But how you feel about that apology? You think it's something just to get it out the way?
Yeah, it's something to put out there to get the fans back on your side. But it's cool that he did that.
Yeah,
and it seemed like he taking accountability in the apology too. But my thing about Keshawn, man, with Keshawn never tried to make weight, bro.
No,
he never tried to make weight, and you could tell by how he looked on the scale. He didn't even look drained. Like De Los Santos looked like he need to move up too. Like he looked drained.
Yep.
Keshawn looked like he didn't even try, and he thought that De Los Santos was still gonna take the fight because he thought he needed the money. So he like, man, forget it. I ain't making weight.
Yep.
And that's what happened, bro. That's unprofessional too. Like that's another thing. And for his brother to apologize and him not saying nothing, man.
Mm-hmm.
But we know eventually he gonna come out because they gonna make him. They gonna make him say something.
Yeah.
And I just hope he don't use that mental health stuff, man. I hope he don't use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
I hope so, man.
Yeah, because if your mental health that bad, bro, I mean, by all means, after Keon fought and after Kevin fought, you should have just left. If your mental health is if your mental health if your mental health is that bad to where like you don't like the next anything is gonna just tick you off, you should probably stay at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because anything could have happened. You know what I mean? Anything could have happened, and like I do want people to like keep this in mind. These guys are still young, and they made a mistake. But let's not harp on it too long. Let's not throw it. Let's not throw that cloud over them for like the whole year. We did plenty of stuff, in life where we done messed up and we had to do something like this, but verbally. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I say, man, let them learn from this. Let them move on from it. Always forgive, man. And if you got Albright saying it's all good, then it's all good. There's no reason why this should be dragged until like his next fight. Just let it go. It's been more crazy stuff that happened to Boston. Like we had Mike Tyson bite somebody's ear. What else we had? It
was riots. I seen riots.
Yeah.
The Floyd and Zab fight.
Yeah. That one fight.
Roger jumped in the ring.
Yeah.
It was all type of crazy stuff.
Right. So
he can bounce back easily from this. He just gotta put on a great performance.
Yep.
Everybody be back on his team. He'll be all right, man.
Yep. So this is the last question for this segment. What is next for Keshawn? What should he do?
For sure, move up.
Yeah. Right. That's first.
But I say, Frank, go fight Frank Martin, man. Fight Frank Martin or the winner of Kambosos Hitchison. Them two. One of them two. Stay away
Frank
from
talking crazy too. You saw Frank on Twitter?
Yeah, Frank been talking crazy this whole time.
Crazy.
Yeah, Frank been talking crazy. So yeah, fight Frank Martin, man.
That'll be a good fight, and Keshawn gotta keep this in mind too. So Kelvin lost. So Kelvin is 28. 28 is still a young age, but in boxing, you only got a few years. So he needs to figure out what he's going to do. Keshawn needs to move up. By him doing this, he's going to have to win some people over on the business end. So you're not getting a title shot going straight to 140. You ruined that. Like if you was, and the crazy thing is, he said that he knew last fight that the weight was too much. You should have just moved up. You should have won that belt, and then you should have just challenged the champion at 140 for the WBO belt. Like it's not that hard, bro. Like if you can't make the weight, don't sign the contract. Like if you can't make the weight, if you know you can't make the weight.
Man, he thought, I'm telling you, man, he thought De Los Santos would still go fight him, even though he didn't make weight.
I gotta see that one, Pops.
He thought De Los Santos was still gonna fight him, even though he didn't make weight, and he knew that he was gonna be too big for De Los Santos. He was gonna put on a great performance, and his name was gonna blow up because of Shakur, what Shakur did with De Los Santos.
Yeah.
His name was gonna blow up, man. So he tried, but it just backfired on him.
Mm-hmm. Now, from what I'm hearing, Keshawn threw this out here, but I don't know if he was like being like, but he was like, he didn't mention 140. He was still talking about 135, but it's time to move up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because now we know you can. Now we know you're draining yourself. If you absolutely can't make the weight, just move up. And I think.
He couldn't even drain himself to make it.
He even, like you said, he didn't even try. He came in like they gonna look at it. They gonna say 139. He like this. I was like, man, come on, bro. And then Bomac like, you know what? Bomac was probably his nutritionist, dog. That's probably who his nutritionist was.
That is hilarious, man.
Man. Yeah. So after that happened too, I meant to mention this. Terrence Crawford and Bomac went to Albright's room and they apologized on behalf of Keshawn and them. Took a picture, and that's sad too. They shouldn't have to even do that. But
I mean, sometimes, man, if I'm looking at it like, all right, you remember when you was in the hood, man. Sometimes your big homie gotta come.
Yeah.
Settle the score, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that happens. And then Albright, he's still trying to get it back in the ring. He like, I think I can beat Keshawn. Like, I want the rematch. So
it was a close fight last time.
Maybe he can fight him at 140. We forgot about him, man. We can fight him. Yeah. He can fight him again.
Because he did mention fighting at 140 in his interview.
They fought at 140, yeah. Him and his brother fought at Albright, his brother fought at 140. So
mine. Look, you know what? That's the perfect fight to come back with.
Yeah.
There's already drama behind it.
Yeah.
If they smart, if Bob been doing this for some centuries, man. So that'll be the right. Like if Keshawn wants to get his fans back, that's the fight to do it.
Yeah, settle it in the ring. Settle it in the ring. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, man. Should they have it in Virginia or should?
Nah, if I was Albright, man, I'm like, man, we got to do it in neutral grounds, man. I ain't coming back. I ain't going back to Norfolk.
Yeah. So for right now, we haven't heard any penalties or nothing yet. But if it's just like a fine, what is it? They just fought June. They they probably low key throw him on that Crawford card, man.
Yeah.
I think if it's enough time, because I think that's July, August. Yeah. Well, it's probably cutting it close a little bit because you got July, then August, then September. So probably cutting it close a little bit. But he ain't fighting nobody. And Albright, he probably, depending on how Albright feel too.
Yeah, it looked like he was in the fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So we ain't gonna stay here for too long, man. But what you got to close out with? Ted, you got anything?
Nothing really, man. Just T.O., man. T.O. is hilarious. I know everybody don't like T.O., but I think T.O. is still a major player.
Yeah.
At these weights, man. 140 and 147. I think he's a major player. And him going to PBC, man, that's big. That's big, man.
Yeah.
That's big. I know a lot of people overlooking that. That's big. That's huge. So yeah, man.
I hope he understands. PBC is not like top rank, bro. PBC gonna throw him in there with a dog. Yeah, he better be on his game, bro. He better be on his game.
They gonna put him in there. They gonna give him exactly what he asked for. So yeah, that's big. And then Crawford Canelo is gonna be on Netflix. So
man, Netflix upgrade them servers right now. Y'all need to be getting ready right now for that.
Yeah, because that's gonna be
for free too, huh?
I don't know how they gonna do
it's
it.
Probably gonna cost.
I don't know how they gonna do it.
Guess who's the top promoter for that fight?
Who?
Dana White.
Yeah.
Dana White made a post about the fight with the flyer, and then he tagged the wrong Terrence Crawford in it. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Turkey. Hey, I don't know who. Turkey, get Dana White, get him out before it's too late, bro. Get him out of Boston before it's too late.
Keep him in there. Keep him in there, man. Because he gonna get rid of people like Devin and Shakur and all them that wanna be on Dancing with the Stars. And then you got I forgot, man, Jermaine Ortiz, man.
Where he been at?
So he just did an interview. He was talking about he wanted to fight somebody. Maybe Keshawn. I think he was talking about Keshawn. He like, yeah, if he coming to 140, I'll fight him. Like, man, we don't want to see that. We don't want to see that, man.
Nah.
We ain't trying to watch you be on Dancing with the Stars too, man.
We don't see what we don't want to see him and Shakur either, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah. But Shakur gonna have, I ain't really got much. I'm gonna just say Shakur is stuck. He's stuck right now. You got Dawes at 140, and then you got Mason right there, and then you got Tank right there. So he gonna have to pick his poison. What other news I got? Shields. Shields got her fight the 26th. I gotta throw that out there. Bit shout out to Crump Boxing Gym. Crump Boxing Gym just reopened the old location spot, so they just reopened that back up. So big shout outs to Crump Boxing Gym, and that's really about it, man. We got some fights coming up, but we'll talk. That Richardson Hitchens and that Cambosis one, we probably won't do no cover on that.
That's a good fight.
It is a good fight, man. I'm calling an upset alert, man.
Man, I think Hitchens is gonna stop him.
You think you're gonna stop him?
Yep.
I hope so. Because this is his third. What? This Cambosis one, like third or fourth title shot.
Man,
I don't know how he do it, man, but hey,
he knows some people that know some people, man.
Yeah, he got this is his last shot.
He was a champion at one point too. I think when people are when they champions, when they former champions, they usually throw them the hoop a lot of times.
Yeah, he did beat T.O.
Mm-hmm.
And what T.O. That's on T. You know what's crazy? T.O. was actually supposed to fight Devin, but undisputed. But he ducked and fought Cambosa, so that's what happens when you duck sometimes.
It be like that, man. Hey, you know it's crazy. I think T.O. want Cambosa to win so he can fight him.
He better get that get back. He gonna have to.
I think he want him to win. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I think his is gonna stop him though.
Yeah.
Late.
I think so. And after that, he'll be a gatekeeper after that. So that's really about it, man. You got anything else?
No, that's it, man.
Yeah, man. We'll see y'all next week. Man, we got a good interview for y'all next week. Make sure y'all stay tuned. His name is Fred Johnson. He's from Florida. We're gonna be interviewing him. He just started his pro career, but he has a story behind that. And he's also like a fighter. He's a nutritionist. He's a trainer. He's all that all in one. So that's going to be an interesting interview. And then that following week, we're going to have another interview with another amateur, man. Another amateur that I ran across. He be knocking people out. And he's getting ready for the Junior Olympics so he can make it to the Olympics. So we got some good interviews for y'all, man. Y'all keep it boxing, keep it in the square circle. We out.
If you taking jabs in life, you ain't got a puncher's chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best. They a bunch of stands. Know I'm highly favored cause these fists got me out.